How are you feeling? You got John Riggs here, and this here, well, this is my iiRcade. It is a at-home arcade unit, pretty small and compact too, so I'm even, you know, as crowded as my duplex is, even I have room for something like this. I love the fact that it comes with a few games, but you can load more games onto it. So in this video, I want to showcase just the best games that are available right now. There's a ton of games out there, but I'm going to show you my picks on if you grab one of these, what else should you grab? Everything from classic arcade games to even like classic computer games, as well as some new games too, like actual new games, not just arcade games, but like new games. I'll show you. Oh, come on. Dendara, Trials of Fear. I have this on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm so happy that it's on here because it plays so much like an arcade game that it makes sense that it would be on an arcade unit in something like this. I'll continue on the save game. I was just playing this a little bit ago. If you're not familiar with this game, it's a Metroidvania, but instead of like running back and forth, you go from platform to platform where you can stay. So you're kind of like anti-gravity. You know what I mean? Yeah, it gets pretty crazy sometimes going through these doors. Here's some enemies here. You do have your little attack. I should say it's not little at all, is it? But it's a game all about exploration and getting somewhere. Oh, here's a cool little area here. Sure, I'll go down here. Why not? Just fun to see where you're going to end up and where you're going here. Small music box on the floor. Just love the fact that you can kind of shoot from all angles, jump from all angles. There's a platform you can get to. Oh, do not chase after me. Those things are crazy because they'll start to light up if you land on them for too long. Little small room here. I just love that art style. Just love the fluidity of it all. Do not shoot at me. I say as I shoot at them, right? And that's how it works. Of course it is. And then this guy. This is from a famous Brazilian art piece. And I forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but it's totally the same thing, and I just love it. I think it's a great kind of homage. You could call it something anyway. Just so cool. There's so much more in this game too, but I'll just show you a little bit anyway. But yeah, Dendara is available on this, and it's definitely worth checking out. Did you know there's an arcade version, a Styenx from Jalico? Well, this is the arcade version, and it plays a lot differently than the NES version. It's another one of those like, well, here's the arcade version, but then how are we going to bring it out to the NES? We'll go from there. I'll turn it down just a little bit here. So this one, I'll be honest with you, I would have preferred this on the NES. You and your giant axe destroying these bug-looking things. I mean, come on. That's just, you know, I think it's just a funner game to begin with. The NES version is fun. I do like the NES version. All these mantises. Mantisae. I think it's mantises. Yeah, your timer counting down at the top there. Jump and attack. You do have your kind of little lightning crash here. I'll go ahead and do it here. That's all it does. Look at that. Oh, hey, I'll grab the fire axe and I'll grab a shield. That'll help me out. Use all the help I can get in this game. And then, look at this. 2 players simultaneous. That's right. I mean, I can't really play both at the same time. I could try. Try to do both players at the same time. Never a good look. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, yeah. Not sure I'm going to be able to... But if I do one at a time, how about that? Oh, no! No! Okay, got one. Next. Oh, no! Oh, we got it. All right. Hey, there you go, see? Surprise myself every day. Anyway, a Styenx available, the arcade version, on the iiRcade, and it's definitely worth checking out. That's the sign of something going to be awesome. That company makes non-stop gold, and this game is called Gunbird. I think it's what it's called. I never actually have to say it out loud. Gunbird. Well, it's an interesting take on, say, Arkanoid. Got a couple characters you can choose from. I'll go with this guy down here. Like I said, interesting take because like it's Arkanoid, right? But then look at your piece there. It's pinball flippers too. So you can activate your pinball flippers when it hits it to do like a more powerful shot. And if you get multi-ball, you still have to find the pink one. The pink one is your thing. So if you have multi-ball and you lose the pink, that's game over for you. And this little guy down here, I love that. It tells you where it's going to end up. Little preview of like, it's going to be right there. So you know exactly where to put it. Certainly going to help you out at a time of need. Come on, get there. One more, one left. One left. There we go. We got it. Barrage. I mean, it's like, you know, it's Arkanoid, but with the pinball mechanic, which is a brilliant idea. Just that small little take is all it takes. That small little twist. I absolutely love it, and I love the fact that it's on this. Yeah. Now, the iiRcade actually works with ColecoVision. There's a huge ColecoVision lineup, so you can play ColecoVision games on the arcade, and Jumpman Jr. I have a lot of nostalgia for Jumpman Jr. I was in an art program in elementary school, just for students who had an art sense about them, I guess. I don't know. Didn't really question it, now that I think about it. Oh no! But because it was farther away from where I could walk, because it was at a different school, I'd always go to my friend's house, my friend's uncle's house after school, and we'd always play this game specifically. We'd take turns. So I have a lot of nostalgia for this game specifically. How did I not do that? How did I not see that? Again, so simple, yet so awesomely amazing. Gotta watch out for that bullet. You never know what's gonna come in, from what angle. And as soon as it sees you, it's gonna make a beeline for you. Oh, wrong way. Oh, perfect. It's exactly where I wanted to be anyway. This should do it. Ta-da! Collect all the deals and go on to the next stage, if you will. And then we have a whole new stage. Ta-da! Fire, fire. Gives you a little clue on what's gonna happen here. So, you pick up one, then fire appears. You gotta go move on from there. Anyway, Jumpman Jr., for as simplistic as it is, and for how long ago it came out, it's still super fun. I'm so glad it's on here. And there are a ton of other Coleco games available on here, but I had to grab this one. I mean, how can you go wrong with Dragon's Lair? Yes, Dragon's Lair exists. It may even be the same kind of version on the Nintendo Switch. I have it on the Switch, but it just plays so much better in the arcade. I can't explain it. It's just the joystick, the button, especially the joystick, I think. It's made for arcade. Uh-oh. So, I'm playing with the assist. You can see down there. If you don't exactly know what button to push or whatever, it'll kind of give you a clue. But you still have to push the button in time. There's that, and then there's also your sword button on the side there. Oh, let me just push the button right towards the fire. That's what happens there. Save me. I'll try. Wrong button. It only flashes for like a second. I mean, you can really memorize this game and get through it, sure. But, I mean, here it is. You know, 40 years later, I still haven't. I thought I hit the button. Well, there's a whole lot of that in this game, too. I thought I hit the button. Yeah. Oh, I always loved this stage. That's like one of the coolest looking stages anyway. Run. 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 Run, buddy. Going through the colors of the rainbow. We're almost there. And nope. Well, oh, I got one more life left. Let's see what we can do here. That's not gonna happen. Okay. Sword? Nope. In through? Later? Alright. Hit it. Hit this guy too. Move. Oh, hit it. And... alright, looks pretty good. Get this guy. Got him. In your face. Alright, I got one. I got one. Oh, wrong way. Well, there you go. It's a game over for me, but one of the best games to have on here. Oh, cool, I get to type in my name. One of the best games I have on the iiRcade, and the best part is 100% free. It actually comes equipped when you grab your iiRcade. So it's like one of the best games on here to grab, and it's already free, so you can't go wrong. I never expected to see an Ys game as an arcade game. And yet, here we are. I mean, come on. The fact that they have an Ys game is like you can play it on your arcade. Chillin'. Yep, just gotta crash into them. Crash into them before they crash into you. I love the music of this game, too. I was such a fan of the first one, and this is just like, you know, the first one retold, basically. Better graphics, better sound, rockin' soundtrack. But this is, you know, on the arcade machine. Ys Chronicles, available now. It's just fun to explore, see what all's out there, you know. Riptide GP Renegade, so happy that this is on here as well, because man, this game is so much fun, especially the arcade version. I mean, the fact that you're playing it on an arcade machine makes it so much more fun, so much easier, I think, in my opinion. Because you just get the joystick. You got the buttons all at your, you know, the buttons are laid out nicely. And away we go. Good look behind you, too. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, did I get it? Nope, not even close. You can do tricks off the ramps, too. So I should have just went for it, but that's all good. Yeah, we can take that. Why not? The little trick there. Little can, if you will. I don't know how to do the trick specifically. I just push there's a button you push, and then you just kind of, you know, push up, down on the controller, or just, you know, hold back. Let's see what happens here. Hold back. Whoa! So yeah, like I said, I mean, it's just like, you know, little wave race, little F-Zero, little wipeout, you know, little 1080 snowboarding thrown in there as well. This game is a must-own for sure if you have an iiRcade, I think. Whoop! Oof. Got the bar hop on that one. That's the best part. I keep forgetting that because the NES version does the song and then you play the game. This game, the arcade game, you can play immediately as the song is playing. So, I mean, I love Burger Time and I love the fact that it's on the arcade here. Oh, missed my opportunity there. Come on, one more. There we go. Oh, I didn't. The fun part is making those things drop with enemies on them, so it drops down like a bunch of layers all at once. Again, it's hard to play with my awkward angle right now, but we'll do what we can. Make those burgers, keep on going. It's burger time, and I love it. You know, whenever you see these screens vertical like this, you know it's going to be something awesome. And this game, the Game Paradise, have you seen this one yet? Man, I was actually a little surprised to see this on here, but I'm so glad I did. Ooh, choose your shooter here. I'll choose the pig. 2-player simultaneous on this one too. In fact, you can go ahead and have them join too. Why not? There you go. But it's a classic shooter, but weird. Like here, I'm in an arcade. I'm shooting tokens, and there's a lot going on with this game. Where I mean, here's some tabletop arcade consoles that you're shooting at. Here's this thing that I'm shooting at. Here's a Rubik's Cube looking thing. You know, you can drop your bomb. A literal bomb. It's super fun to see what levels are going to come up next with a game like this. Like what kind of enemies are going to be there. What kind of bosses are you going to be looking at? Because there's a lot going on. Like, okay, let's, you know, go around with, you know, here's what we're doing now. Okay, we can do that. This is so crazy. Uh oh. Watch out for this guy. Oh man. Yeah, the Game Paradise. Especially if you love shooters and you haven't played this one yet. Even if you have, cool that it's on here. Watch out for the pinball there. I mean, naturally for me, it's all about Retromania Wrestling, right? I mean, it's the best one on here. It has to be, because not just because I'm in it, but it helps. I love the Battle Royale mode. I play more of this than any other mode through. There's a story mode, there's a versus mode, you know, steel cage match and stuff like that. Choose the arena. Of course, the Too Many Games arena is the best one because it has all my friends hanging out there. Looking forward to going to conventions later on again this year. I have this on Switch and I have it on the Xbox. But the arcade version, it has to. I mean, you know, it's all about that WrestleFest, right? Has to be that arcade version for the joystick, for the buttons, for the responsiveness. And that's the best part. Man, love this game. Because when you go out of the ring, there's me, and watch the ring here. Watch what happens. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. See? Whip them into your thing. There's my avatar right there. Now I'm on the ring mat. That way I can do maneuvers right on my face. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know. Anyway, love this game. I did a full review on this game. You can check out the card and see the full game. But yeah, love the fact that this is an arcade. And they actually have an iiRcade Retromania wrestling device, like the skin, the stickers and all that too. That's amazing. I don't have one of those. I just have the default, but still, it's awesome. Oh, that's a logo I haven't seen in a while. Man, check this out. Are you kidding me on this? Sydney Hunter, available now on your iiRcade. And this is the collector vision. This one's like the computer version. You know, there's a few Sydney Hunter games out there. They're like, you know, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. The one on the Switch is really fun. And they all play really well. Just a fun little exploration, old school style. with a new twist. I mean, it's another one of those, I don't need to show you a whole lot about this game. You can already see what's going on, but just reminds you of those old school, just kind of fun, just classic games. And Sydney Hunter's on here. That's awesome. I mean, come on. It's R-Type. Don't need to show you too much of this. But it's R-Type, the arcade game. One of the original side-scrolling shooters that, man, I think just about everyone, you know, who remembers it for the time loved it. It just had a cool look to it, had a cool sound to it. The graphics were cool, the sound was cool. A game still beloved today by many, especially people who came out from the generation. And that's your helper. You can call them back, and they can shoot them out. Use it as a weapon. Oop. Or get hit in the face. Anyway, R-Type's on here. How awesome is that? And though it says Data East, even I was surprised about this game because I hadn't even heard of this game. This game's called The Cliffhanger. So it's an arcade game from Data East that I hadn't even heard of. I've never heard of this game. But it's a classic. I mean, just like I love discovering new games too. So you have your whip and you have your jump, and it's just, you know, classic arcade style. I mean, of course it was. Just a game I hadn't heard of. I love that attack there. Just grab on. Yeah, it's just one of those. How had I have never heard of this game? Doesn't make sense to me. I should have heard of this game. I feel almost mad at myself, you know? So you're just like holding on to stuff, whipping around. Like dark M. Bison looking dude here. Oh, all right. Well, that was easy enough. And then more just, I mean, that's just so cool. Yeah, Cliffhanger is the one you want to look out for. Love this one. Okay, because you got Gunbird. That's right, Gunbird available on your iiRcade. Just another take on a shooter. Great shooter. They have some of the best shooters in the world. They really do. This one is definitely much, as you can see, this one's definitely much more of a bullet hell style game. But you can do this, or you can also hold down your button and then let go, and then you have your whatever attack. So, like, you know, she happens to have her staff. So, you know, you can tell just by 2 seconds of what this game's going to be all about. Bullet hell, awesome shooter. Love the pixel art. What, I bet those open up for, nope. Come on. Oh, let me do my weapon crash here. There we go, look at that. I'm always curious to see what the, like what your bomb attack was going to look like in most games. Oh no, oh no. Unfortunately, because I have the camera right next to me, I don't have my mobility, which is of course my excuse of why it sucks so bad. But I love Gunbird. It's such a fun game. Sure, you played Kung Fu for the NES, but have you played Kung Fu Master for the arcade? Well, it's where it came from. That's the arcade version, and it's available if you want to compare the two. It's actually pretty similar, but you know, just wanted to show this off for a little bit. I love seeing the arcade versions of games I'm so familiar with for the NES. You know, because that's what I had. I mean, I had the arcades too, but I played so much of my NES back in the day. Do not hug me. Do not hug. Do not hug. Do not hug. Oh, well. And again, another classic. And up front, this is another game that comes equipped with your iiRcade. When you get your iiRcade, it comes with like 11 games. 10 or 11 games, but with Dragon's Lair and Double Dragon, it's a great way to kick it off. And then from there, you can grab the other games too. They have Double Dragon 2 on here. I don't have that one yet. But there's a lot of other games. Excuse you. Decency. Said the same joke last time I did my video on the iiRcade. But again, if you're familiar with the NES version, I mean, the arcade version's way better. I mean, the NES version is barely even the arcade version. It's called Double Dragon, but it doesn't quite play the same with that, like, you know, upgrade system and all that. Man, and again, 2-player. This is the perfect thing to have for, you know, party house. Man, love it so much. And you gotta love Double Dragon, right? There's a lot of great Sega games on here too, but I already did the Sega games videos for the iiRcade. So make sure you check out all the Sega games that are available, because those are all super awesome. And I've done other videos on this too. Like if you just want to see like the review of it, like when I first got it and everything, I got that video too. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what else you play on this next, and we'll see you soon.